method of doing things. They all have a path that they want to go on, and they all seem determined to get there. So it's a pretty cool thing to hear.
You ready to bring in a superstar?
Oh, I live for superstars.
Look who it is. Live from a hotel in Dallas, huh?
Live from a hotel in Dallas, the Las Colinas Omni here for the Big 12 Business Summit with a lot of external folks in a lot of Big 12 athletic departments. So happy to say hey to you guys and really appreciate all your hard work today. Pretty cool to see you guys still going strong here. I guess it's 7:11 p.m., right?
Yeah,
Eastern
almost
time.
7:11, yeah, right about there.
Awesome.
We still got energy. We're still fired up. We got Scott Satterfield coming up. We got Doug Martin coming up. We got Zach Grant coming up. Like we're almost finished. Like, look, Zach, we got 2 hours and 50 minutes left. This is like we got a normal podcast left.
That sounds like you guys got like the 1944 Yankees lineup there, right? That murderer's row there, people coming up.
I mean, well, we ripped it in, the first half of the show, and then obviously a little bit of downtime as schedules. If people have to go home, Aaron just threw a pizza in the oven. Kelsey ordered some a burrito bowl for me, and that's what I was doing.
Let's clarify that though. That pizza is not for me. I will not see a bite of that pizza. That's strictly for the kids.
You have 2 kids that will eat every bite of that pizza.
Every bite of that pizza, not a shot.
So I just got out of a session on Pop-Tarts and the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Okay.
And I found it incredibly interesting, kind of the marketing and stuff behind it. It also made me hungry. I love Pop-Tarts. It's a great food, right? Do you guys like Pop-Tarts?
Yeah.
What is your go-to?
Yeah, there we go.
I'm a strawberry. I like the strawberry with the icing on it. I think, and honestly, that's what they said was the most popular one.
Really?
Brown sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, classic brown sugar. Yeah. That's what I rock.
My grandma always brown sugar cinnamon was what was stocked in her house, so that's what I grew up on. But if I had a preference now, Kelsey goes strawberry, and I've been enjoying the strawberry, even though it's a little sweet. It's a little sweet.
It was interesting hearing about it though, because it was just about creative marketing, right? And it makes me think about NIL and what are the ways that like we at Cincinnati can do to help the collective, stuff like this is creative, and again, we appreciate you guys so much for this, but this is the type of stuff I think we need to be creative and forward thinking in this NIL space. And so it was fun to see the ideas behind all of the marketing for Pop-Tarts.
Before we get too far off Pop-Tarts, though, who are the maniacs that like it without the frosted on there? I mean, that's just.
I don't mind it without the frosting either. If I don't want to feel like I'm eating dessert for breakfast, maybe you get the blueberry or the strawberry.
Fair point. Okay.
Put them in the toaster.
Yeah. Okay. I digress. I was a toaster scrambler strudel guy, but that's a different story.
I was going to say that's toaster strudel without the icing is what that is.
The crazy people are the people that eat Pop-Tarts cold, that they just take them out of the cabinet and open them up and eat them. You got to heat them.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll do that.
You're on the go.
You got to go.
Kelsey eats them cold. So
stands. That's all good.
My point stands. It's unhealthy. It's pre-crime.
Who's been your favorite guest today? How are the student athletes? They have some good stuff for you.
Student athletes were good. For me personally, Ken Tracy was awesome. Like he presented it in such a easy to understand vernacular, to where a lot of times I think people are lost in this space. That, like I said, they just think it's money laundering.
He's a sharp dude.
Yeah, in a lot of places it is basically just money laundering, where there's an actual, he was able to express there's an actual vision, there's an actual mission behind Cincy Reigns. And I talked about this earlier, Zach. Hearing the athletes talk about it, they talked more about the community service than they did anything else. What they got out of their events in the community and meeting with underprivileged kids and families and making somebody's day. They were very dialed in on that point, and it was not just thanks for the money, which I think in a lot of places that's what it is.
And I think, credit to Brian Fox, when he started it, like the ethos was we're not just gonna hand you money, like you're gonna learn stuff about this. You're gonna learn financial planning. You're gonna learn about how like an LLC can help you with your taxes and help you, save your money. And Ken has just taken that to the next level. And the way he's able to explain it efficiently and not complex, too, about that. And he's just a great guy. We're really lucky at Cincinnati to have Brian and Ken kind of leading Cincy Reigns in that collective, and they've been tremendous partners.
I loved having Loudon on. He was a ball of energy. He was fun to talk to, especially coming off those 2 home runs. Clearly, he enjoyed his time out in BYU.
I don't know that Zach even knows that we had him on.
No, I did. I saw the list that Keegan had him on. And baseball's been tremendous, man. It's been really exciting. And what Coach Bischel has done this year has been remarkable. It's probably been the biggest surprise and arguably one of the biggest successes of UC Athletics this season. If they can close it out here really strong this week, I mean, they could get 3rd seed in the Big 12 tournament. I mean, that's not out of question, right? Which I think would be incredible. And I hope people pack it this weekend for the last home series too.
Were you in meetings? Were you in meetings when I don't know if it was Henry or Keegan tried to kill JD?
No, I had. I think I was on a plane. Our plane got delayed for these meetings, and I've been in 5 states today. I was woke up in Cincinnati, drove to Kentucky to get on the plane. We flew to Chicago. From Chicago, we flew to Birmingham. Didn't know we were doing that at first. And from Birmingham to Dallas. But I saw some texts where they were fervently trying to figure out the water situation. And it sounds like he's okay. They got him some. Thank goodness.
It was dicey for a minute. It was dicey.
all out there.
He did. We compared it to the Jordan flu game for John Daniel.
Was he coughing or was he just like, was it just dry mouth? What was it?
It was a combination.
He's a tough guy too. That's surprising.
I mean, well, he talked through it. Like he talked through it, and you could tell his voice wanted to quit. His voice was tapping out, and John Daniel powered through it and got it done until Henry got him some water.
So shout out to John Daniel for that too. He's done a remarkable job leading this indoor practice facility and performance center project too. I'm sure he talked to you guys a lot about that, and it was a good dry run for him. He's going to speak at a lot of these Ball and Brews we have. The first one this Thursday at the Holy Grail. So if folks are listening on here, please, we still have spots available for folks that come up to the Holy Grail chat. I know you're a huge Holy Grail guy. Did you guys have Jim on earlier too?
We had Jim, Brian, and Ken all at the same time.
Oh, wow. That's big time.
Yeah, well,
that's awesome.
Ken was getting done, and Jimmy came in as Ken was getting done, and then B Fox,
FOMO,
in typical B Fox fashion, just popped in.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. That's great though, but I think that that'll be a lot of fun. Ken and Brian will be at those Ball and Brews too. But I think the student athletes will be there. They'll be taking autographs, taking photos. These will be a lot of fun, and I think they're necessary things you need to do before a season to kind of build up that excitement, get people ready to rock and roll, sell some season tickets, and keep Nippert packed.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm curious, how much of a crazy person did you think I was when I presented this idea?
I was like, no, this is awesome. This is I was all in on it, we have such a great, back and forth communication. I'm always trying to find ways where we can help you guys out with your content. And I appreciate you really returning the favor. I've got Stan the Man. Frazier is ringing the doorbell. I think they put me up in a penthouse on accident, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Let me pause this real quick. I'm gonna go grab Stan.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I was wondering, that didn't look like a room. Like that did not look like he was in a hotel room.
They set him up, man. Yeah,
I was kind of like when he
up.
popped up on the screen, I was like,
"Come on, Chad. Everything's bigger in Dallas."
True. I was like, I never stayed at a hotel room that I had like a den. It was like he's in like a den.
No, they put him up. They put him up. They said Big 12, Cincinnati. Gotta give him the garb. But yeah, I heard that doorbell. I was like, what? Who
Somebody's
that? It was him.
I thought it was one of you two. I didn't think
I was on mute.
A hotel would have a doorbell.
I didn't think he had a hotel with a doorbell.
Yeah. And
is he in a villa?
He said he was in a penthouse.
Is he in a villa?
What's going on, Stan?
What's going on? Can I be heard?